Good morning, Smith Station. I'm Jacob Prather, and you're watching the latest episode of PNN. The math team is selling Pi Daily Century t-shirts for $15 each. Today's the last day to order one. See Mrs. D. Bird to order yours. If you'd like to be an aide next year for Mrs. Stediclu's special ed class, then you can stop by the office and get a form. All forms are due by March 20th. The Smith Station High School Choir will be performing at the Smith Station Baptist Church this Sunday at 5 p.m. Admission is free, so if you're a student or faculty member, be sure to go and enjoy this experience. 3 of our students have created a website dedicated to the ACT. If you're a sophomore or junior and want to know more about the ACT, be sure to check out this website. Well, that's all for your announcements. Now I'm going to kick it over to Stephanie Seda with your latest app of the week.
Lately, fitness has become an important part of maintaining a healthy life. In order to maintain this healthy life, you need to drink lots of water. This app helps to control how much you take. Our app is called PNN. This app is designed to remind you when you need to drink water. Every time you finish off a good glass or bottle of water, you must record how much you drank in the app. When you do this, you are watering a plant, hence the term Plant Nanny. By recording how much water you are drinking daily, you are also keeping your plant alive. Once your plant grows to its full extent, you can place it in the garden. You earn coins for remembering to drink water throughout the day. With those coins, you can upgrade your plant or the place it grows. More of our apps can be found on panthernews.com. Now it's back to Jacob in the studio.
Thanks, Stephanie. I'll be sure to download that one. Now here's Cody and Taya Jett with your latest on electives.
Cody and I are back for another Friday of introducing you to some electives. And this week we went into construction and art with Mr. Barrow and Mrs. Chase to get you more information when picking your 2015-2016 elective classes. As we told you last week, remember, you can't just sign up for a class. Some classes have requirements and stipulations that you need to meet before being eligible to take the class.
The requirements to take Visual Arts 1, Mr. Weathers and I both teach, are just an interest in art. Visual Arts 1 covers everything. We teach you the basics of art. The main thing I like to stress is even if you think you can't draw, you can learn to draw. And I think that's very important. I also teach 3D art, sculpture, and Visual Arts 1 is the requirement for that.
Basically, the requirement that somebody needs to have to take this class is just an interest in what we teach. For example, I'm in construction, so it would need to be somebody who has an interest in that area, who likes to work with their hands and get out and do things.
For every class, there should be a set of accomplishments for the students to conquer by the end of the class. We asked Mr. Barrow and Mrs. Chase what they wanted their students to accomplish by the end of their class.
By the end of my class, I want the kids to have more confidence in their ability as artists. Everybody grows, even though they come in with different levels. The kids who've never drawn before walk out knowing that they can actually draw. It may not be to the standard that they want it to be, but if they continue practicing, then they'll be successful. Mainly, I just want everyone to learn and grow in art, and I want to expose them to art.
Hopefully to learn a skill so they can go out and earn a living when they get out of high school, or at least be prepared to go on to technical school or trade school and get a certificate in an area of interest that they have, so that it will further their employment.
Last, we asked what the main objective was for a student taking their class so that you would be able to compare that objective to some of your own personal goals that you may have set for yourself.
The main objective in my class is to expose everyone to art. Unfortunately, not everyone grows up with the resources, nor do they grow up with the in a family that would encourage art or people that know about art. So I guess my main objective for me personally is that they get some exposure to art and start to appreciate it. In sculpture especially, to see that they can actually take things, the process of taking something that is two-dimensional and turning it into something three-dimensional. The kids amaze themselves all the time. I have some amazing art students all the way around, and so I think that's my objective is just for them to grow and learn as people, and learn about art, learn about themselves, and hopefully come out of here feeling like that they've accomplished something.
Well, the biggest accomplishment, I guess, is that I would hope for them to do would be to learn enough so that they could go out and be ready to go out into the workforce, into the world of work. But we also hope that they pick up on leadership skills. We do that through our FFA program and other areas, and so we hope they learn leadership skills along with the skills that they need to get along with other people to go out and be able to function in a job.
Now here's Caleb Carroll with some information on spring sports.
So, yeah, I tried out for every one of those spring sports, didn't get in, which makes me kind of mad. You know I'm like the greatest athlete ever, right? I'm going to show all of you.
It's a red card right there.
I'm going to show you how to jump that hurdle.
I remember when I played baseball back in the day. I was kind of a legend, Goshen, Alabama, Little League. I would crush homers all the time, every game. I forget how many I do every game. I got pretty close to Sammy Sosa's number. I mean, my swing was just like perfection. My baseball swing inspired Tiger Woods' golf swing and Tim Tebow's throwing motion.
Neat story, guys. I might have to go and get some tutoring done. Now here's Matt Miller and Ryan Reddish with a story on the Kia field trip with the robotics club.
We went to the Kia plant near Auburn and we went through to check out the machinery to get our ideas for the robots we were going to build. Robots aren't always as clumsy as they seem to be in the movies. They can move really fast and don't always have those jerky movements that some of those robot movies have.
Just go to the Kia plant, see how they make the cars. That there's a lot of stages to making the cars. You gotta put the body together, then like prime it for painting, then paint the individual pieces. They have to make sure that all the pieces are flush with the rest of them so that the car is, looks right.
I learned that robots do a lot of different things. They can make cars and all that, but you have to use the robots to put like the hood on the car and stuff. Well, the robotics team plans to make a robot sometime, and we're going to go to a competition in Auburn next year.
Now here's Kathy Franz with your latest Vines of the Week.
What color is this package of Oreos?
Golden white.
Can you pass my water? Why?
Watch me, nay, nay. Okay. Now watch me whip.
We got a warrant for arrest. Come on, let's go. We get a warrant.
Bed full of sorrow. I'm on the pursuit of happiness. I know. Pull out the salad, pull out the ride.
As the people in the world, the ones who entertain, and the ones that observe. Like no one ever wants. You can't stand with my real fan. The feeling is my
Big wheels keep on turning. Carry me home to see my kin. Sing songs about the Southland. I miss old Bambi once again. I think it's a sin.
Wow, okay, that's going to keep me rolling. That's going to keep me rolling for days now. Now here's Buck Jordan with your high school sports. Buck?
The golf team beat Central and Shaw yesterday, with Tyler Williams being the overall lone medalist. The girls and boys soccer team both won their matches yesterday. The track team will have their first home meet this weekend, with field starting at 10:30 and track beginning at 11. Nadia Hamilton will have all your updates with most of the spring sports games this weekend. I'm Buck Jordan with your high school sports, PNN.
Thanks, Buck. Now here's Hunter Peterson with a really depressing entertainment news story of the week.
It's been a sad week in the Trek Nation because one of the most beloved characters, the person that played Spock, Leonard Nimoy, died last week at the age of 83. He died of a chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. And before he died, he posted one of his last tweets that said, "A life is like a garden. Perfect moments can be had, but not preserved, except in memory. Live long and prosper." And as a tribute to Leonard Nimoy, let's have a moment of silence for Spock.
Provable. You'd make a splendid computer, Mr. Spock.
That is very kind of you, Captain.
Why do you give credence to this man?
I fail to comprehend your indignation, sir. I've simply made the logical deduction that you are a liar.
Now tell me, did you happen to make any comment about those ears?
Not specifically. But I did get the distinct impression she found them the most attractive human characteristic of all. I didn't have the heart to tell her that only I have...
She really liked those ears?
And what is it that makes one man an exceptional leader? We see here indications that it is his negative side which makes him strong. That his evil side, if you will, properly controlled and disciplined, is vital to his strength. Live long and prosper.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Smith Station. So be sure to check out our website, go home, stay safe, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.